Hello, welcome to Ready, Set, Read, a three-step guide for early readers by Home Learning Together. In this guide, we will discuss why this is relevant. We will go through the steps that I've taken, and we'll also look at some examples and some of the resources that I'm using at the moment. So, why is this relevant? It is in line with the UK curriculum requirements, so some of the strategies tackle inference, comprehension and vocabulary. It will help improve child's personal growth. Some of the conversations will cover social and emotional awareness, creativity, communication skills and improve confidence. And also, some of the parent benefits will be hopefully less reading for the parents, no more worries or anxieties about school readiness, and pride to see them grow into a new ability. So, step 1, ABC and me. In this step, what you are looking for is learning, singing, having lots of fun with different ABC songs, and also incorporating some movement into it. So what I've used is ABC songs that come with Makaton or different sign language, and one of my favorites is Jolly Phonics because each letter has its own action. Step 2. Oh, look, what do you see? I see. So in this stage, what you're wanting to do is thoroughly enjoy discussing the front cover. Looking at the colours, you could count items, you could discuss the characters that are going to be in the book, you could discuss the setting, and also you want to flick through the pages and talk, just openly and freely talk about the pictures and allow the child to express their opinions. Then what you want to start doing is to encourage them to start noticing the initial letters in the different words. So you could start again on the front cover, looking at the initial sound, and also begin to notice the difference between uppercase and lowercase. In my case, I just call them big letters and little letters. As you know, Mayiah, she's 2, so I didn't think it was relevant to explain uppercase or lowercase. So you'd have to judge that with your child. And then what you really want to do is exaggerate on the pronunciation of some of these sounds so that you can model and show the child how the lip and tongue movement works. Also, what you want to do is to use the Jolly Phonics or the Makaton actions or signs to help reinforce their learning experience. So they're using their vocals, their body in that session. And then what you want to do is when they are talking, you want to increase and improve the mental awareness of the letters. So, for example, if they say, "Mummy, I want milk," so you could say, milk. Or if they're playing with their toys, if it's a car, you could say car. Or if it's a doll, doll, and really exaggerating on that pronunciation. And then you could get the child to repeat it back to you. So really noticing on the initial letters of the words. Step 3, I can because I see. So here you want to begin to encourage the child or the children to read out loud or say the letters that they see. You want to support and guide them if you feel that they are getting a little bit stuck, to use the actions from the Jolly Phonics or any other that you found helpful, or the Makaton signs to use it as a reminder. And also encourage the children to use their own finger to trace and pinpoint so that they can use their eye-hand coordination and stay engaged in the learning. So just a note about these 3 steps is that they can be used anywhere. So you could use them in the car, when you're driving, you know, on journeys, when you're going for walks. If you notice a car, you'd go car, or you could draw their attention to the car number plate, and you could talk about the numbers as well and the letters that they see. Or even at home with items in the house. And in terms of the songs, you could, what I've done is, if they have access to your phone or a tablet, you could have a playlist where every other song is an ABC song. So just there as an extra reinforcement. So here you see what I would do reading one of Mayiah's favourite books is I would read normally, but to the letters or the sounds that I know she definitely knows, I would point it out, or I would ask her to place her finger and I would ask her to read it. So she would say I, and then I would carry on reading, could, build, and then she would say ah, and then I'll read the rest because I know that she doesn't know any of the other words. So you just want them to start getting more aware of words, as well as the pictures, and looking at sounds within words as well.
Mayiah, what letters do you see?
P.
Oh, it's a D, D, D. But well done, Mayiah. What else do you see? Linda. What else do you see?
F.
Ooh, what else? Do you see anything else? Yes. And
I.
I. Anything else?
R.
Arr, like a pirate. Arr. Anything else you see?
Azul.
Yeah. And what do you see in the pictures, Mayiah? Can you tell me what you see in the pictures? What do you see? Who's there?
Do it self.
Yeah.
So here, as you can see, we are just discussing another one of her favorite books, and there was a moment there that she said a different sound to the actual letter, and I didn't step in. So it's just allowing the children to actually self-correct, and if they still get a little bit stuck, then you'd come in with the action, still without vocalizing what the sound actually is, using the action or the Makaton sign to see if that would jog their memory. And if they're still stuck, then yes, you would model it for them. So I think I've got another example.
No, that's my
Who takes the children into the woods, Mayiah?
the father.
And what does the witch do to Hansel?
She said, hee 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 hee.
And what does she do to him?
I will eat you.
And where does she put him?
In the cage.
How did they escape? How did they run away?
Because the rich one in a eating candy.
Who saved Hansel?
The dad. Daddy, Mom.
Okay. What did Gretel do to the witch?
She pushed her
Into...
the hot fire, the hot water.
And then what did Hansel and Gretel do?
Walk in home.
Walk to the home. Okay. And how was the dad feeling when he saw Hansel and Gretel back?
Funny.
Funny and
Happy.
happy. Well done.
So here, as you can see, this is, again, like I said, another one of her favorite books. So we've read it several times. So that's why I was able to do some comprehension inference and recalling the story. And one note that I would suggest is to try and not feed the answers. And if they find the questions tricky, as Mayiah did on this clip, is to just change the question until they get there, and then you can work your way up to making the questions a bit more trickier once they start getting the more simpler questions.
I found a dragonfly
Carry on.
in the garden.
So here you can see she's using her own finger, being aware and comfortable around words and letters and her sounds. And the reason why I've put the flashcards there is because this specific book is working on those high frequency words, and that's why I've got the flashcards there.
So, hi, welcome to Home Learning Together. Me and Mayiah are going to be playing a game. Okay, so as you know, she has been reading in her best way this book. So this book works on the high frequency words I, in, the, which is what I have here. So because obviously she's just starting with her reading, I want her to be able to identify the words not just in the book, so not just using her memory, but also recognizing that these are real words that can appear out of the book. So Mayiah, I want you to stand on top of I.
Okay.
Good girl. I want you to stand on top of in. I want you to stand on top of a. And again on in. Where's in? In. And on the. The. Where is? Good girl. And on I.
So here, as you can see, just a fun activity, trying to bring the words out of the book so that she can realize that it's not just a word that she'll see in that book. So she's not just working off memory, but actually engaging in reading and recognizing the words.
So this is just another game. And now I'm trying to make it a little bit harder. This works on understanding colours and position, and working again on her high frequency words. So Mayiah, can you put the red sharpener on the A sound? Can you put the blue sharpener on the in word? In. Good girl. Can you put the green sharpener on the? And can you put the yellow on the I? So, because I know Mayiah knows her I very well, I left that one for last. And she's quite good with I as well. So I do apologize, I didn't have anything else that was like in 4 different colors. So again, yes, of course you can do it again. As you can see, it's fun and she wants to do it again. But yeah, you know that I'm all for using things around the house, home learning together. What are you getting now?
Some
You want to use these?
colors, please.
Okay. There's only 3.
I want lots.
I only have 3. You can use this. There.
Okay.
Can you put the orange on the... I didn't say. Can you put the orange on the... Can you put the pink on the a? Can you put the a little bit purple on the in? Can you put the yellow tape on the I? Mayiah, it's not for playing. Put it on the I. Can you see it? I bet you can't find I. Where is it? Quickly, put it on top. Put it on top. You don't have to take it out. Just put it on top. Give it Mama. She was trying to actually take the sellotape to put it on. Well done.
So here is just a different way of doing it. If you wanted to increase the challenge level, you would then start moving the cards around. But at this moment in time, I'm still trying to get her really comfortable with these words and slowly, gradually working our way into higher levels of challenge with these high frequency words. So these are some of the resources that I've used with Mayiah specifically for this level of reading. So she's got her favorite books, and this is how you get the engagement, and it doesn't feel like they're doing actual work because they love to read those books. They love to sit down on your lap to open the book and look at the pictures and talk about the pictures. So that is your buy-in. And then you can start using any reading books that you can see there. So I've chosen In the Garden because I've used that for all of my children, to be fair. So I just had it at home. So I just thought to carry on with that. Biff, Chip and Kipper, those are again another books that you can use for games to try and find and sound out the letters. And like I mentioned before, I do use the Jolly Phonics with the actions especially, and I use all 6 books from the beginning. I don't just start with the number 1, I mean. So I use all 1 to 6 because she's learned the alphabet A to Z. So I didn't want to focus on just one set of letters and then she would have forgotten how the other ones look. That's how I personally feel. So that's what I've done. So we'll go through the 6 books and just look at those letters and sounds, working on the sounds, on the actions, making it fun. But then when it comes to the actual reading, then I'm more focused on the lower level when it comes to reading. But in terms of getting engaged with her alphabet, that's why I used all 6 books. I don't use the 7th because it has a lot of phonemes and graphemes on it, so I wouldn't use it as much. And 4, 5 and 6 have as well, but I just flick through to the alphabet letters on them. This is Ready, Set, Read. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I hope this is useful to you. Let me know if it is. Let me know how it goes and enjoy your reading with your little one. Thank you.